picture perfect day to start things off here at X Games Aspen 2025 as we bring you one of our favorites. It's now time for the men's snowboard slopestyle, and it starts right now. Next to drop in, making his 10th X Games appearance, the man with eternal stoke, one of our favorites, 25-year-old Rene Renakongas.
Dropped probably my favorite snowboard video of the year called Heaven after the event. Go check it out on YouTube.
Just a month ago.
Amazing snowboarder on all sorts of terrains. Has one of the most creative eyes in the field, Brandon. Yeah,
his filming partner Anton Kieski did that one, who also filmed his gold medal Real Snow video part back in 2020. A snowboarder. Doesn't do a ton of contests, but always comes out to X.
I talked about the rails in the open. They are ruthless. Rene taking a very unique line off the flat down takeoff, gapping all the way over to the down bar, but fell off early. So in a field of this caliber, almost a throwaway. That, however, is not. That was a double Volma flip. He is the only one that has ever done that. He invented it and named it after a trailer park outside of Ruka, Finland, where he has spent a lot of time. Back 16 mil. Okay, if he doesn't fall on that first rail, you are looking at a score, in my opinion, high 80s, low 90s. Ollieing out. He's jumping out the gym, Brandon. He's jumped out the gym.
Yeah, they're just, when Rene's riding, there really are no rules. As you said, this was a throwaway, and yet he still put it together.
And that's what caused the throwaway right there. Yeah. Taking off on a very far away takeoff and landing on the rail, but not sliding to the end. There's the double Volma flip, but he rewinds it, puts it to switch. Normally would be landing regular right there. There's the backside 16-20. Takes off regular, lands switch.
How many other riders do that?
Nope.
After clearly an error right off the top in the rail section, it becomes a throwaway. They treat it as a throwaway. Not Rene.
Almost everybody.
Some people get fired up, and I like to be more relaxed.
Yeah. Dusty is one of the most relaxed snowboarders on the planet, and he's also one of the most talented. Of course, winning this event in his debut back in 2021 when he went double gold, also winning the top spot in Knuckle Hug.
Cap 450 on that third and final. Yo! Front double Todio 9? Rodeo taking off the toes. Cap 12 right there. He mentioned nerves. I'm not seeing any. Back 14, Japan grab, full pull from Dusty Henriksen. Has been battling injuries for a couple years now, but looking in fine form here on the world's biggest stage, Brando.
Heavy first run here in the playoffs. You really like that, Craig.
Proper nose press. Take notes at home. No ghost press, no tap. I love this. Double rodeo off the toes. And here's the back 14 Japan. Front hand, toe edge. Pull it to your back right there.
Remember, we didn't see him last year. Yep. He was nursing a back injury that really took him out the entire season.
Back, hip, he's been going through it, but wow, it is refreshing to see him back at the X Games.
83 for Dusty Henriksen. He's in first place early in this contest. A big air silver medal last night that probably would have earned gold any other year in big air.
Yep.
If not for a 2340 third round Planet Earth.
Switch backside 450. Oh my good word.
What?
Cab 540 Miller flip. 250-50. Switch back 16 off the top jump. This is something special. Double backside rodeo 10, switch 12, switches grab. Double backside rodeo 12, melon to tail.
How does he close it out?
He's got that cab, 1800. You just watched the gold medal winning run in literally any event of all time. How are they doing this? How do they keep doing this, Brandon? How do they keep doing this?
He can't keep getting away with
this. He can't keep getting away with it.
Thank you.
You know, we talked so much at the top about Red G and your brother, Mark McMorris, and rightfully so. We forgot Taiga a hungry dog in the field, perhaps the hungriest.
Cab 540 hand drag to 50-50. I know that's never been done in a slopestyle event. And watch this double backside rodeo. Switches grab from melon to tail. Finishes the 1260. That is a thing of beauty. In the middle of a 3-pack. And then just goes to town on a cab 18. Start switch.
I wouldn't
finishes
recommend
switch.
it. And yet he somehow does it. Here's our reaction. And Salema's as well. Yeah, we've been doing that a lot this weekend. 93.66 for Taiga. No surprise there, jumping up into the top spot.
Yes!
Then there was one. Our final rider to drop in for run one here in the playoff, our defending gold medalist, Red Gerard.
Ooh, the only rider hitting the transfer rail. So a lot of risk up top. Switch back blunt, same way 270 on that up rail. Little switch board slide tail press to front board. Switch backside 1260 to the bottom of that first jump, Brando. Front side 1440.
Wow.
Backside 1800 to cap off a clean, spotless, if you will, slopestyle run.
Someone gave Red the launch codes.
Switch board slide on the nose, and then kind of pops to the tail. 270 out right there. Switch backside 1260. We do know he has a switch backside 1620, the trick that Mark put on that jump. Red brought the technicality down a little bit on that first one, but then adds it at the bottom with the 1800. There's that flat 1440 frontside grab.
Wow. Red G, we talked about it. There you see the score he would need to jump up into the top 5, which will be moving on to the final. And he does just that, an 87.66, good enough for third.
World's biggest stage.
This year, prank rounded backside 2160.
Yes.
X Games
Yes.
rounded so happy. Yeah.
And we're happy that you did it.
Yeah, very happy.
Canadian Liam Brarely on course right now, a thing of beauty. Switch backside 14, switch truck driver, how do you land it? Cab 18!
Liam!
Holy smokes! Are you kidding me? The young man from Canada comes correct on his second and final run, Brando. So much to love.
Craig, he already had the 90 from run number 1. And yet, he just power-upped.
I did not know he had a switch back 1440 switch truck driver like that. That was such a unique axis.
Liam said, hey, you guys have been talking so much about Taiga, about Red. Oh, we loved it. So we move on to Marcus Cleveland. Marcus sitting in that 5th spot, Craig, but he's gonna have to up the ante a little bit, knowing especially that Mark McMorris still has to follow him.
3 for 3 up top. Switch backside 1260. Backside 1620 right here. He's got a great cab rotation. Got to go cab. 1800. Ooh, cab 16 to the bottom. Cab 16 to the absolute bottom of this third and final jump. Marcus Cleveland, I said it in his first run, the fact that he is even snowboarding after the fall he took in Big Air, remarkable backside 360, pardon me, backside 180 out. Very tall flat bar right there. First of 3, switch backside 1260, switch melon. Takes off switch, lands regular. That sets him up for this, the backside 1620. Little hand touch on the landing right there. Cab 16, pardon me. He generates so much pop on his switch takeoff. So impressive. Does it?
It does, an 86.66. Jumping Marcus Cleveland up into 4th, and he will definitely be moving on to the final. All right, all eyes now on the most decorated rider in the history of this event, who's currently on the outside looking in. But one thing we know about Mark McMorris is he thrives under pressure. We've seen him win every which way, Craig, but right now, little brother just trying to get into the final, and this is his last chance.
Switch front board 450. All you got to do right now is breathe. Stay calm. The capability's there. It's execution. Switch backside 16. Here's where he struggled in run 1. Front triple 1440, needs all the gas. Get going. Backside 1620 right here. There you go!
Yep.
When you need 3 outs, what do you do, Brando?
You call in the closer. Mark McMorris absolutely putting down the run he needed as we take another look.
Here's the 3rd rail of the 3-rail pads. Backside 360 and backside 180 out. That sets him up for the switch backside 1620.
His back up against the wall.
I was talking to him. I've been riding with him all practice, and he was doing a switch backside 1260 there, but I love his competitive prowess to know I need a 1620 up top if I want to crack that top 5. How does he hold on to that?
A 90 for Mark McMorris, who jumps up into the top 3. And with that, Mark McMorris will be going on to the final. But we move on to our current leader and our defending gold medalist, Red Gerard. For more on Red, though, let's head over to Jack Matrani.
Hey guys, I had a second to catch up with Red, Gerard's mom, Jen Gerard. She says she doesn't get nervous watching him anymore. She's so used to it after all the years. And she also said he's so calculated, he won't take any unnecessary risks. He's in it for health and longevity. And my favorite quote is, she said that he's a scaredy cat and was afraid of the Lion King growing up. There you go.
We've got some ammo there from Mama G. So here's Red G.
Oh my good word. Switch backside 1620 on the first jump. Okay. Okay. Backside 1800!
Whoa!
Red Gerard!
Oh me, oh my.
All but locking up a medal. Here in this final. Second and final run. Wow. Switch board slide into the 5-0, into the front board on that up, flat, down. Switch back, triple 16.
Officially in X Games mode. So calm, so collected.
Hey!
His girlfriend, Young Hales, Haley Langland, our broadcast partner for all the women's snowboarding events, cheering them on. It's a family affair for Red G. A 92.66. Yep. We knew he needed a higher score if he wanted to hold on this lead, and he does just that. Not bad for a guy scared of the Lion King. Now dropping in, sitting right behind him, trying to get back on the gold medal spot for the first time since 2023, Mark McMorris.
Backside 360 in, looks for that frontside 180 off. Switchback 16.
Okay.
Front triple 1440. 1, 2, 3. Switches the grab. Weddle to tail.
What does he do to close it out, Craig?
Backside 1620
Whoa.
with the indie grab.
Whoa. Okay. Let's get into the weeds of this.
Let's get into the weeds.
Okay.
I believe that is a slight improvement on his current 85.66. Does that touch Red Gerard's 92.66? I don't believe so. Red had that 1800 at the bottom. There's the back three, front one out. Just kind of a little sketchy on the landing, but very minor. Here's where he improves it. Switches the grab. And that Weddle grab into the tail grab. And then the backside 1620 indie grab. So very, very solid from little brother, but I don't think that touches the 92.66.
And his score comes in at a 90.33, so he does improve upon it, but is unable to leapfrog Red Gerard. Okay, it all comes down to this. Our top-ranked qualifier. This is the last run of the contest. If anyone can best Red Gerard, it's Taiga Hasegawa right here, right now.
Fell on this in the first run of finals. Doesn't make a mistake in run two. Switchback 16. Here's the double rodeo, switches grabs, goes to 12. Little bit of hand touch there, but much cleaner than the run previous.
It all comes down to this.
Oh my word! 90 degrees away from gold.
Oh, so close, Craig.
But with that, it's set, Brando. Back to back.
And with Taiga unable to complete that, Red Gerard will defend his gold medal. After earning a silver last night in Big Air, he takes home the bronze. That's as good of a podium as you will see in the history of any slopestyle competition. Your final thoughts, Craig?
Preach, brother. You said it better than I could. That was ridiculous. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone.